Good morning to everyone, to my all subscribers and viewers. Thank you so much for your support. After uploading the videos, immediately some of the viewers are watching videos. Thank you so much. But as usually, I am requesting you, please give a like, right? Then make a comment, either it is good or bad, if you understood or not. So whatever, give a like and make a comment, share this video to your friends or relatives who are completed either 7th to 8th or 8th to 9th, who are completed either 7th or 8th, so who are going to class 8th and class 9. So ask them once watch my videos. If they like, ask them to subscribe. So I request you all, my subscribers and the viewers, if especially the viewers, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe the videos and give me support, right? And thank you so much. So directly we have to go for the next topic, change in state of matter. Change in state of matter. So previous class, I already gave you a mind map about change in state of matter. So before that, soon I am going to upload some chemistry related content, either concepts or any videos or any pictures, images which are related to chemistry in the under chapter High Chemistry line 11. So if it is possible by the first onwards, I show I will upload some videos regarding the chemistry. So right. So soon we will start only chemistry, exclusive chemistry topics, no physics topics, right? Not only the content, some other useful content also I will upload in that. So thank you so much. Let's discuss change in state of matter. Change in state of matter. So change in state of matter in the sense matter can change from one form to another form or from one state to another state. That means solid to liquid, liquid to gas, and gas to liquid again, liquid to solid. Some cases from solid to gas without liquid state, gas to solid without forming liquid state. So let us discuss the first one, change in matter from solid to liquid. Solid to liquid. So solid to liquid. Solid to liquid, we can say that melting or fuse. Melting or fusion. Melting or fusion. What is fusion or what is melting? Before that, we are able to change state of matter from one state to understand by using two factors. One is temperature and another one is the pressure. Temperature and another one is the pressure. So first one, melting or fusion. Melting or fusion. That means the process in which a solid convert or change into liquid on heating. The process of conversion of a solid substance into liquid and heating. For example, if we place ice cube which is taken from the refrigerator, just placed on our palm, it melts. Or if we place it outside, also it melts and change into liquid. So that phenomenon, that process of a solid substance changes or converts into liquid when on heating. So already I told you, solid to liquid to gas takes place on heating. So on heating, temperature increases. So that process of a solid converts into liquid, we can call melting or fusion. So the melting point of ice, is 0 degree centigrade. The melting point of ice is 0 degree centigrade. Then what about this melting point? So the constant temperature at which a solid convert into liquid at atmospheric pressure, at the constant atmospheric pressure. So the particular temperature or a constant temperature, the solid can convert into liquid. Such temperature is called as melting point. Is called melting point. So different substances have different melting points. So solids, we have many solids, metals, ice, some other chemicals are in the form of solid. Salt to sugar on heating at their particular temperature, they convert into liquid at the constant atmospheric pressure is called melting point. So different solids have different one. So melting point of wax. So melting point of ice is 0 degree, whereas wax is 63 degree centigrade. Iron melts at 1535 degree centigrade. So ice is a solid, wax is a solid, iron is a solid. Three are the example for solids, but all the solids have no same temperature. Ice melt at 0 degree, wax melt at 60 degree centigrade, and iron at 1535 degree Celsius. So higher melting point of a solid substance, greater will be the force of attraction. Greater will be the force of attraction. So iron, among the ice, wax, iron has more melting point, the highest melting point, because of the force between the particles in iron is maximum. We know interparticle force of attraction is more maximum in case of solids, even though they are all the solids. So iron has maximum greatest force of attraction. That's why iron melts at higher temperature when compared with the wax and the ice. So what will happen here? On heating, when we heat the solid substance, sufficiently, it changes its physical state, and become a liquid. So there is no change in the chemical state. For example, we know ice formula H2O, water formula H2O, water vapor formula also H2O. But here ice is a solid, water is a liquid, vapor is a gas. On heating, ice changes into water changes into vapor. Here only physical state in the sense either it is solid, liquid or gas. Only physical state is changes, but there is no change in the chemical composition. Ice formula H2O, water formula H2O, water vapor formula also H2O. So while a matter or a substance changes to one form to another form, there will be change in the physical state, but there will be no change in the chemical composition. Right? So what happened when we heat the substance as a solid, liquid or gas? So what will happen here? On heating, the particles, we know matter or a substance made up of small particles. So these particles are in continuous motion, we know. So on continuous heating, they took the energy to break down the bonds, to break down the force of attraction, between the particles, and there is a change in the state takes place. Physical state only takes place. So we can say that on heating, the solid converts into liquid. The process is called melting or fusion. This takes place at a particular temperature. Where a solid substance can convert into liquid at atmospheric pressure is called melting point. Right. This is a melting point. This is about the melting or fusion. Right. This is called melting or fusion. It takes place on heating. It takes place on cooling. Then coming to the next one, boiling or vaporization. So it means here boiling in the sense liquid to gas. So liquid changes into change of liquid to gas. So the process in which a liquid substance change into gas or vapor on heating called boiling or vaporization. The process in which a liquid substance can change into gas on heating. So such process is called as boiling or vaporization. For example, the boiling point of water. The boiling point of water is equal to 100 degree centigrade. So here boiling point. That means boiling point. So boiling point means the constant temperature at which a liquid substance changes into gas. Is called boiling point. Changes into gas at atmospheric pressure. The atmospheric pressure is called boiling point. Boiling point of water, 100 degree centigrade. So different liquids have different boiling points. For example, alcohol is at 78 degree. So water at 100 degree, whereas alcohol at 73 degree centigrade, whereas mercury is a liquid metal at room temperature. So on heating, if the temperature of mercury reaches 357 degrees Celsius, mercury changes into gas. Whereas alcohol is liquid, on heating, if the temperature reaches 73 degrees centigrade, whereas the water changes into vapor at 100 degrees centigrade. So among these water, alcohol and mercury has the highest boiling point because of in mercury is a liquid, whereas water is a liquid, alcohol is a liquid. Even though three are the liquids, but mercury has the highest boiling point because of the force of attraction between the particles or molecules. The particles or the molecules of mercury is maximum when compared with water and alcohol. Right. So when a liquid is heated, it changes physical state and it becomes a gas. So water converts into water vapor. Whereas alcohol converts into water vapor. Mercury also converts into vapor. Here also only physical change takes place. Physical state of matter takes place, but there is no change in the chemical composition. What happened in case of solids and in case of liquids? On heating, how the solid particles are changed into liquid, or how the liquid particles are changed into gas. gas. Let us understand. For example, in case of solid, as we know, particles of matter have a very close, it is closely packed. In case of liquids, there is a space between the particles. So here it is a solid, here it is a solid, here it is a liquid. For example, consider as a water. Here, for example, consider as a ice. So, on heating, if we heat solid like a ice, so the particles of matter have more force of attraction to convert into liquid. They must be breaks the force of attraction between the particles. Otherwise, there is no change in the physical state. It means a solid cannot convert into liquid. So, the force of attraction is become weak by taking the energy. So, solid convert into ice. In case of liquid, so what will happen? For example, if we are heating water, so water molecules have some space between them and also have force of attraction. On heating, what will happen? The force of attraction between the particles become less and they convert into gas. So in this way, on heating, particles are the molecules. Absorb the energy, take the heat energy. Temperature of the substance increases. Due to increase in temperature, due to absorbing the energy, the force of attraction between the particles become less. Force of attraction between the molecular particles breaks down and they convert into one state to another state. This is happened on heating. A solid can convert into liquid. The process is called melting or fusion. On heating, a liquid can convert into gas. We can call it boiling or vaporization. So these are the two changing state of matter on heating. So one of the factor is the temperature. On heating, ice melt into liquid turns into gas. So solid to liquid we can call fusion or melting. Liquid to gas we can call it boiling or vaporization. Other topic also is evaporation. That is the special case. In case of liquid to gas, means a liquid can convert into gas, right? So keep in mind this melting point of ice and boiling point of water. So next we will discuss on cooling what happens.